Russia-Ukraine war has a clear winner. Taxpayers are the ones paying for all these wars made by corrupt and criminal leaders working for the military-industrial complex. Corrupt leaders are behind the war in Ukraine. The oil and arms manufacturing companies/military-industrial complex created this war like all the other ones in order to generate large profits. The war in Ukraine is a product of corrupt leadership and the military-industrial complex. The military-industrial complex is a term used to describe the powerful alliance between the military, large arms manufacturers, and the government. This alliance has been around since the end of World War II and exists to ensure the production of weapons and military equipment to fuel wars and secure profits. The war in Ukraine is no exception. It has been perpetuated by a select few individuals and companies who have profited from the conflict. These companies are often connected to the government and have been able to exploit the situation for their own gain. They have done this by supplying weapons and military equipment to both sides and profiting from the sale of oil and gas. The corrupt leadership in Ukraine has also played a major role in the war. These leaders have been willing to turn a blind eye to the atrocities committed and have allowed the conflict to drag on. This has enabled the military-industrial complex to continue to profit from the sale of weapons and fuel. The war in Ukraine is a tragic example of how corrupt leadership and the military-industrial complex can combine to create a situation of immense suffering and destruction. The people of Ukraine have been left to suffer at the hands of a select few individuals and companies who are driven by greed and power. It is up to the international community to take action and put an end to this conflict before it spirals out of control. Ukraine's President Zelensky accused of embezzling Western aid money. This is how taxpayers' money is stolen by these corrupt leaders that are marketed as poor victims that are acting like heroes. I am sure Zelensky is not pocketing the money alone. The way these things work, the country that is sending the aid money pockets a big chunk of it, like the US decision-makers, and they will send the rest to Zelensky, for example. The money will go to Switzerland or a Liechtenstein-based foundation. You can be sure that at least 50% of the money that has been sent has been pocketed by corrupt leaders like Zelensky. Putin is no different than the rest of them. In US and Canada, people are homeless and the money is pouring out to these thieves by our own corrupt leaders.